or suspected cases of a rare disease called monkeypox have been reported in countries like Portugal, Spain, the UK, and the USA. This means it is being detected outside its origins in Central and Western Africa and in multiple unrelated places. That's something that always gets the attention of public health authorities. So, what is monkeypox, and why is it popping up now? Here is what we know. Monkeypox is a disease caused by a virus that is part of what's known as the orthopox family, which are brick or oval-shaped DNA viruses. The same family as cowpox and smallpox, though not chickenpox. It typically starts out with flu-like symptoms like fever, chills, and muscle aches, as well as swollen lymph nodes. A few days after the fever sets in, the patient gets fluid-filled bumps on their skin. These tend to be concentrated on the face and extremities, including the palms and soles of the feet. Infections usually last about 2 to 4 weeks, and there's an incubation period of often around 1 to 2 weeks before symptoms appear. Basically, we know that monkeypox isn't a new disease. Experts have already been studying it for decades. And it is a zoonotic disease. That's one that is spread from animals to humans. It's named monkeypox because it was discovered in research monkeys in the 1950s. The natural reservoir is not known, but its primary host is probably some sort of African rodent. A person might catch it if they get scratched or bitten, or if they eat undercooked contaminated meat. From there, monkeypox can be spread from person to person via contact with contaminated materials like bedding or towels, bodily fluids, respiratory secretions, or the infectious fluid from the sores. The first time it was documented in people was in 1970 in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Since then, when it has cropped up in humans, it's usually been in Central and West Africa, mostly in rural, rainforested regions. However, cases have been rising over the past couple of decades. Since 2017, there's been a particularly large ongoing outbreak in Nigeria, for instance. And we've seen some travel-related cases outside of Africa. In 2003, there was an outbreak in the US related to pet prairie dogs and imported exotic animals. We don't know for sure why outbreaks are becoming more frequent. It might be related to people coming into more contact with animals due to changing circumstances and habitat loss, but it may also actually have to do with the death of smallpox, because the smallpox vaccine can prevent monkeypox infection. Remember that smallpox and monkeypox are in the same viral family, and up until around 40 years ago, getting a smallpox vaccine was common. But the disease, in a marvelous feat of humanity, was declared extinct in 1980, and since then, vaccinations have mostly stopped. Today, only around 30% of the people in the world have been vaccinated against smallpox. That means, over time, as smallpox immunity waned, monkeypox may have gained more opportunities to infect unprotected people. In fact, most of the people who've been infected were not vaccinated for smallpox. So that's the run-up. But what about the current outbreak that has appeared in Europe and elsewhere outside of Africa? Unfortunately, some of this attention is just because, let's be honest, infections are spreading to places that aren't Africa. But it's also a genuine concern because it's unusual to see it pop up in so many different places at once. The first case was identified in May of 2022 and involved someone who had traveled to Nigeria, which is not unheard of. But since then, other cases have been identified where people hadn't traveled to endemic countries, and exactly where or how they became infected isn't clear yet. This suggests that there may have been either community or person-to-person transmission. Community transmission is when there isn't a clear contact point with someone who is infected and contagious. And monkeypox lends itself to this, since it can be spread via contaminated bedding, towels, toothbrushes, or other not human contacts. Person-to-person transmission is, of course, like what it sounds like. Contact with an infected and contagious person spreads it to another person. And this has been seen with monkeypox, but outside of the places where the virus is endemic, person-to-person transmission has only been documented once before. And this spread outside its usual range is basically the big reason this is getting so much attention. Many of the current cases have been in gay and bisexual men who have sex with men. However, that could actually be a confounding factor, not a clue. That's because monkeypox is not considered a sexually transmitted infection. It does spread through close contact, and sex certainly qualifies, so some experts have speculated that could be aiding transmission. But it's also likely that monkeypox is simply being spread in environments these people are congregating in, and due to the history of HIV and AIDS, they might just be a community more likely to notice infectious disease early. That is why it's important for us to learn more about how this virus is spreading so that we can be sure we're catching all of the communities affected. As for how how deadly this outbreak is. A draft of the current outbreak's genome has already been sequenced, and it looks like it's related to the West African strain of the disease, which has a fatality rate in endemic countries of about 1%. And this is great news because the other option is a variant whose fatality rate is closer to 10%. However, that number may also not be applicable since the non-African countries it's popping up in have more medical resources at their disposal than the countries it is endemic to. There haven't been any reported deaths in the US or Europe yet. And the good news is that vaccines and treatments do exist for smallpox. Like I said earlier, smallpox vaccines provide some protection against monkeypox. In fact, they can even be given up to 4 days after exposure to monkeypox in what the experts call post-exposure prophylaxis. Antiviral drugs developed for smallpox are also effective. Of course, once again, this is an equity problem. Resource-rich nations like the US have stockpiles of smallpox vaccine that can be used to treat outbreaks, while in Central and West Africa, monkeypox is not quite business as usual, but also not new. Indeed, some African doctors have pinned their struggle to manage monkeypox outbreaks on a lack of access to vaccines and treatments. So to recap, monkeypox is a disease we have known about for decades. It's usually rare and crops up in rural rainforest regions of certain African countries, but has become more frequent over the past couple decades, maybe as a result of waning smallpox immunity. Now there is an outbreak outside of the countries we would normally expect in higher numbers than we'd expect. A lot more investigation needs to be done to determine why and how it seems to be spreading more easily than it has in the past. However, treatments do exist, and unlike most emerging infectious diseases, we are not forced to start from scratch. And of course, we will update you if the situation gets worse, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. If you just learned something new about monkeypox, you might not be surprised that there is a lot to learn and also correct from our previous understandings about other diseases like the Black Death. Like, you might have thought that you knew all about the Black Death, but scientists discovered that it was so deadly and fast-spreading thanks to a bacterial mutation that happened 100 years before the plague even got to Europe. And those are the kind of new insights you can learn about from Wondrium. This video's sponsor, Wondrium, has a course called The Black Death that will take you from the different types of plague infection to where and when it came to medieval Europe over 24 episodes. And if you're looking for other intriguing series, Wondrium has pretty much everything for the wondering mind's viewing pleasure, from videos and documentaries to tutorials and how-tos. It's all thoroughly researched nonfiction presented by experts who keep you entertained. SciShow viewers get a free trial by heading to wondrium.com/scishow, and for over 7,500 hours of wonder, you can subscribe to Wondrium. Thanks to Wondrium for supporting this SciShow news video, and thank you for watching.
Hi beautiful souls, and welcome back at Tino Talks. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button right there, and so you can get the most exclusive content. So guys, let me talk about it a little bit. First of all, thank you everybody for supporting me. Everybody has come back and watched me. Thank you so much. So guys, let me tell you all something. Everybody been talking about monkeypox lately. Everybody been saying they feel like we're gonna go back to another lockdown, all that stuff, right? Let me all tell you, y'all completely safe. Really, I know. A lot of people say, like, what about the ones that has catch it? What about the ones that? No, y'all completely safe for real, guys. Because just like I had told you on my COVID-19 video, you haven't watched it, I do suggest go look at it, guys. So just like in my COVID-19 video, y'all completely safe, guys. This is just a creation of a laboratory, but let me tell you all a little bit about it. So what this is actually they actually came out with it is back in the 1970s. Yes, everything happened in the 1970s. Now they're finally showing that out right now, guys. So what's going on, guys? They created this virus back in the 1970s. According to them, they're doing studies, that. Of course, they're doing studies to see the different effects that's been going on with the human bodies and all that stuff, right? So what monkeypox is, for those who don't know, is that are not actual monkey. They're actually little spots that come out like this, and they actually inflate. They look like little bubbles to be under your skin and all that stuff. Some people get them in the throat. That's why they can't breathe or swallow and all that. But you're completely safe, because the reason I'm telling you all this, because as y'all know, with my COVID-19 video, as y'all, if you have not watched it, please go watch it. What it is it's just another virus, right? They came out with a virus to do human population, human control population, right? Because remember, let me tell you this: the Earth has been in this. The Earth is about 1 billion years old. The dinosaurs even left here, so there was no type of viruses and all that stuff. It has happened before. Now that we mankind were here, all these viruses are coming up in this another way to control. It's a way to control, and the reason they're coming out with this monkeypox is because the COVID-19 is actually has worn out. Have you noticed it's all dying out? So the more that they have manipulated you, and the more they have come out and they say, hey, this is what's going on, right? This is one of the mainstreams now, right? Because the COVID-19 actually had died out. There's people that still wear their mask, cool, right? I never wear mine because, but the COVID-19 has totally worn out, and you'll pretty much get that part, right? But now they came out, they released the other virus, which is the monkeypox. Now they're all saying that this just like HIV, Ebola came out from Africa, which is not true. It's made in a laboratory, guys. This is all by distractions, guys. Have you noticed anything about you? If you look around you, technology is starting to be more progressive. There's starting to be more in-home jobs than ever before, and the ratio of home jobs is starting to be in the home, because now you can do everything online, guys. We're going digital, guys. This is a whole bunch, just like I said in the video, of COVID-19. This is to turn out to become digital, guys. Because if this was so much of a virus, I'm pretty sure, just like COVID-19, like when it was supposedly airborne, I wouldn't have made the videos I made about the COVID-19, right? And the reason for that, I want you guys to open this up and see the reality of this is we all gonna be perfectly fine. It's just a way to scare you. It's a way they feel out of you how much it scare you. And you fear, guys. Because if you haven't even seen my fear video, I would recommend you go watch it, because I explain what fear does, what it does. Just everything's scary when you don't know about it and you don't have the resources for it, and to go like, what happens if we actually catch it? The reason is, I'm gonna tell you one thing is, it's all manipulation, guys. You go to a doctor, they go like, you need this shot, you need all these shots. They have a whole freaking library of shots, and actually a whole freaking portfolio of shots, all the shots you can get, so you can supposedly be okay, right? You can be safe. Everybody had gotten the booster shot, actually been getting sick and getting COVID. Everybody got the COVID shot, actually been getting the COVID, and they actually get extremely sick. There's actually a magnetic thing right there. When they put it out, there is a magnetic. Why there's magnetics, and the shot is supposed to be good for you guys? You have to think about those resources, guys, because it's very important, guys. When you all think about, you're looking into into the news and be like, man, what's gonna happen? All this, right? News is about to fear. News got a job just like we all do. When we go to job, we had a job, right? If you make sales, have you noticed? All this is my top. When you are go to a car dealership, they go like, oh, this is the #1 car, and they only have the one car, right? They're trying to sell it because they don't want it no more. They be like, everybody buying this car, guys. You see any other cars? Okay. So they make you buy it and make it seem like that's a great car. So I just want to make you all be aware of this. That this is just a manipulation way. So because monkeypox come out through your whole entire body, but you guys have to realize which one is the truth, which one is not, which right. So what I'm telling you is, the earth has been here for millions of years, and it's never be like, oh yeah, with all these viruses. Why all these viruses all suddenly coming up? Why all these viruses is just all suddenly popping up? You know why? It's to manipulate you, to fear. Because when they fear, they know how to get you next. It's like everything, like I said. And also, it's a way to become also to do the transaction from regular to a digital. If you notice, it's more computers. Everything's coming less. When you go to Walmart, any other stores, it's more digital. It's even to Walmart, you can just pay through your phone when you buy in there. You can actually shop through the whole store and actually pay through your phone and just walk straight out. You don't even have to bag them no more. You can just straight out. You don't need the cashiers. You don't even have to go to register. So instead of waiting in line, you all can just go straight out. It's that type of transactions, guys. Transactions. It's just becoming more digitized. I know, guys, you can be like, what about the guys who actually have got it and all that stuff, right? Let me tell you something. Those are experimental people. People that actually perform the experiment on. So of course they get a group of people, they're gonna take those pictures, they're gonna post to every single media, internet, pay for those advertisements, everything, and pay people saying, I can swallow, being the doctor, I can't breathe, I can swallow my own spit. Of course they're gonna be doing that. Why? To manipulate you guys. It's a manipulation. So you guys have to think about these things when you also have to realize, when we say the Earth's been here for millions and billions of years, Earth is a billion-year planet. Why is all this coming up? Why is suddenly all these viruses coming up? Why? To protect you. You think when they create something, just think about it. When they create something, you don't think they're gonna have this resolution or have the cure? So for those who actually get it and they're actually up there, like the government and all that, they can get cured? You really think they're just gonna be like, here you go, guys, everybody can get the cure? No, they're gonna make it seem like there's no cure. There's a new deal, like this new disease, new virus going on when it's been there for many years. When they don't know all about it, guys. Yeah, I know I'm talking about more bold, because you guys have to know the truth, guys. The truth is very important, right? So I know you guys gonna be like, how you know this stuff? It's because you have to do your research. You have to do legit research. You have to do your homework, guys. So you guys have to be aware, guys. You can just believe everything they tell you in the news, forecast. Videos like this don't get much populated because I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't want you guys to know the truth, so they make it seem like I'm lying to you guys. And it's true. So when you guys share my videos, it actually helps other people get more knowledgeable and get their mentality, get to the minds, guys. This is very important. That's why I say through my other videos, please share, because my context is really true. And I know everybody's like, how do you know this? Are you working with them? No, I'm not working with them. I'm not affiliated with no Illuminati stuff. I'm not working with no secret society. I'm not working with no government. I'm just by myself. I'm curious posting. What do you think of my videos? You look through my views and all that stuff. Don't even get much views because they don't want you all not to know the truth, guys. And now I'm trying to be more transparent with you guys, so you guys can actually be more like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's follow through this. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you do research, what's the first thing you see? A bunch of bull crap. I mean, excuse my language, a bunch of bull, alright? Non-resourceful, right? The non-resource. You really have to do digging, right? And we have to do a lot of reading to see was legit, right? Because a lot of people can go to Google and actually change the whole concept. But going back to the monkeypox, y'all totally safe, guys. We're safe. This is not end of the world. We're practically good, guys. We're actually good. So when you guys be like, oh man, it's gonna be end of the world, humanity, and all that stuff. No, we're good, guys. This is a part of nature. It's part of nature. You guys have to know the truth. You have to know, yeah, guys. Y'all are gonna be good. That's why when I tell you about the videos, just you know, we have to be more spiritual. Follow the natural things. Natural things actually work. Coming things from the earth, guys. Let's take a deep breath, guys. Come on, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take a deep breath with me. We're gonna be safe, particularly safe. We're gonna be actually great. We're actually gonna be just fine. This is just another mankind experimental. That's why you all see all those pictures that people have monkeypox trying to scare you guys. Don't let these people trying to fool you guys. That's why I got the I am in the symbolization. I tell the truth. Illuminati means illuminate you. I'm the light. That's what it means. Light in the darkness. I'm the light, guys. I'll show you the way. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Share, like I mentioned. We all gonna be good, guys. We all gonna be great. Please don't let them manipulate you. Don't let get you scared, because this is just a bunch of another concept, so y'all can be manipulated, brainwashed by these guys, because they're gonna come up with another stream of vaccines. Y'all can go get them, be a first in lines. Go get them. Don't be fools, guys. Don't fall for it. I'll see you another guys, my beautiful spirits, my beautiful souls, guys. Remember, share with this everybody, neighbors, friends, everybody. Tell them to subscribe to me, guys. I'm gonna tell you all the truth. I got videos more coming up, guys. There's more coming up. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Remember, this was Tino at Tino Talks. See you guys. Remember, don't let it manipulate you. Alright, guys. See you at the next video.